Mr. Traveler here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you would do us a great big favor, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't want to go live or upload videos like this. Thank you so much for that. All right, guys, so if you are an avid cruiser, or even if you're a first-time cruiser or a new cruiser, and you just love cruising, you love being out on the water, you love being out on that ship, having fun and enjoying yourself, exploring and doing all sorts of new things, these three things that we're getting ready to talk about, I think, bug me the absolute most. I'd like to hear your comments down below. Let me know what you think and what are some of your pet peeves that you have. We'll do a subscriber edition of cruise pet peeves, because these three get on my nerves really bad. Let's talk about it. All right, number one, guys, please, whatever you do when you get on board this ship, please do your muster drill. This is driving me absolutely nuts. And if you're a new cruiser or a first-time cruiser or a relatively new cruiser, and you haven't had to do the muster drills the old-fashioned way, the old-school way, you don't know the pain of having to do that. And my fear is that if people don't comply with this new method that they're doing now, which is basically just watching a video on your phone or on your TV and then going to your muster station and just saying, hey, I watched it, it's painless, right? It's super painless right now to do it. Let me give you a little bit of a tip how it used to be, and those of you who have done it know what I'm talking about. It is nothing like standing on the outer deck of a ship on a 90-degree day in the blazing sun, because that's what you used to have to do for a Caribbean cruise, or for any cruise for that matter. You have to go to the outer decks where your lifeboats are located. You would have to stand in the sun or whatever, but you have to be outside, and they bunch you all together so you're shoulder to shoulder with people out here, and then you had to stand out there, seemed like an eternity, and then you had to wait for them to do the announcement over the PA. And God help you if you had an international group of passengers on board the ship, because not only were they going to do it in English, they're going to do it in the other languages that are for the people on board the ship. I have been on the ship where they have done it in English, in French, in Spanish, in German, and I mean, we were literally out there for like 45 minutes. That was on a cruise out of San Juan before. So listen, it is no joke, and it really was like a first day cruise. You knew you had to do it, and you're like, oh gosh, I gotta go ahead and do this muster drill. You know, so this new version that we're doing where we're just checking in on our phones and then presenting yourself with the thing is nothing. But yeah, when I'm sitting in my stateroom and I hear announcement after announcement after announcement, please come to the muster drill, please come, please come, please. It drives me nuts. I'm like, dudes, this is the easiest thing ever. Please do it so we don't have to go back to the old way. Next up, please pay your gratuities. This one really gets under my skin. I have had customers call me and tell me they're taking the tips off. And I've told them, don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. Don't tell me you're doing that. Please don't take the tips off the gratuities off of your cruise. Listen, these people work hard for that. You wouldn't go out to dinner and not tip your waiter. At least I hope you wouldn't. It's the same concept. The tipping is part of the culture of cruising. And what's going to ultimately end up happening is, and you know, you let me know down below if you think it's a good idea, they're just going to add the gratuities into the cruise fare, kind of like what Virgin Voyages does now. The gratuities is part of the cruise fare. So I can see them doing that, and I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, they could do that. I'm still going to probably tip them a little bit extra. But guys, please, that's a slap in the face for people that are working hard for you to take your gratuities off. That goes to your stateroom attendant. It goes to your dining room folks that are serving you in the dining room. But listen, even if you don't use the dining room, them same people are working in the buffet in the morning and things like that. They're pulling double, triple duty and working in other areas. And it also goes to some of the workers that are behind the scenes that are still making your cruise enjoyable. So please, guys, I mean, to me, that's a real slap in the face. There should be very few exceptions where you have to go and take your gratuities off. And I mean, it would have to be some really, really bad service for me to agree with you on that. Guys, please don't take your gratuities off. Make sure you pay these people what they're due. And if you can't afford the gratuities, then you just can't afford the cruise. Just save up a little bit more money and then do the cruise. Please, it's part of the cruise experience is paying those gratuities. All right, and lastly, and this one really gets on my nerves here. And this is really the the motivation for making this video today is this last one. And I'm not going to name the people to give them any kind of airtime, but it absolutely drives me bonkers when I see these videos pop up my timeline of how to sneak liquor and weed and stuff on board the ship. Please stop it. I saw this guy hiding beer cans inside the Coke bottles. They figured out how to open the bottles and put stuff in there. Now they're doing the wine bottles, how to open the wine bottles, fill them with liquor, recork them, put them on there. It just drives me crazy, you know, that, again, if you feel you have to drink, if that's part of the experience of the cruise that you're looking forward to, budget for it. Please, budget for that and just pay it on board the cruise. Or, you know, if it's too expensive on the cruise when you get to the port, go drink on the port or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But please stop sneaking this stuff on the cruise ships. It's just so annoying. And what's going to ultimately end up happening is, and I feel the cruise lines are really being very generous, allowing us to bring water, and usually they let you bring a case of water or a case of soda in cans on board the ship. They allow you to bring a bottle or two of wine depending on the cruise on the cruise line. And I think that they're being generous doing that because this is their ship. They could not allow you to bring that stuff on there. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That drives me nuts. For somebody like me, and there's a ton of you out there too, you might just want to bring a case of water. You might just want to bring a case of pop because you're not getting a drink package. You're not a drinker, or you don't drink a whole lot. And, you know, buying those sodas on board the ship costs you $4 or $5 a pop, you know, when you could just bring a case on there and enjoy it on board the ship. What's going to happen is cruise lines are going to stop allowing us to bring that on there because they're wasting time and resources having to check to see if you're sneaking in liquor. Stop. It blows my mind. And I know people do a lot of stuff to get the views on videos and stuff like that. They want to be YouTube famous and all this other stuff for coming up with controversial stuff like this. But I really hope the cruise line pays attention to who's showing those videos and flags them. Don't let them on board your ships, please. Just do that. Don't let them on board the ship. And anybody who gets caught sneaking that stuff on there, please ban them from the cruise ship as well. I mean, if you just, you know, you ruin the experience for everybody else, and it drives me crazy. Comment below. Am I taking it too far? I don't think so. We all want to enjoy our cruise and enjoy it without all this foolishness. And, you know, part of the perks is, you know, being able to bring a case of water on there so you don't have to pay $20 or $30 for a case of water. You can just bring your $5 case of water from Walmart and enjoy it on board the ship. And, you know, these people that are sneaking in this liquor and stuff are going to make it so the cruise lines just say, you know what? You can't bring nothing on board anymore. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Please don't encourage these people that are making these videos on there. Just don't even encourage them. It's terrible. Okay, so comment below and let me know, what are your cruise pet peeves that people do, and we'll make a subscriber edition for this. I just had to get that off my chest today because I saw the video with the person with the sneaking the liquor on board. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is just getting old. So anyway, I hope you found this somewhat entertaining or whatever. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that we can help you book that dream vacation. You reach out to us, 877-697-4470, or you can book right online, www.mr-traveler.com. Look forward to seeing you next time. Life's short. Have fun. See the world. Bye, guys.